The 417 Gamers is a group of board, tabletop, and card gamers in the 417 area code. This is the podcast.
This is the 417 Gamer Podcast, Episode 2, Expansion. So every month we're going to try and bring you a 417 Gamer Podcast episode, and then later in the month, if we've got time, we'd like to bring you an expansion. In this episode, Andrea and I discuss our top 8 through 14 games. So 1, we talked about our top 7 games of all time. This is 8 through 14, because we went that deep on our list. And in the second segment, Andrea and I go through the pub meeple. We discuss back and forth what games she likes, and we're comparing some for her collection. And without further ado, let's get on with the episode. So on the expansion episode, we thought we would run through our 14 through 8 on our favorite games. My number 14, one of my favorite gateway games is Splendor. And Marvel Splendor is absolutely taking its spot.
Oh, yeah.
Designed by Marc Andre, published by Space Cowboys in 2020. This takes the engine building from Splendor, where you're grabbing gems to buy mines and then shops and all that stuff, and transports it to the Marvel realm, where you're recruiting basically Marvel characters to go after the Infinite Gauntlet. They've increased the point cap to 16, and you must have one of all of the different colors of cards that are possible, plus you must buy a top-level card to get the Time Stone. That's the only way to get a Time Stone. First one to trigger the end game, that triggers everybody gets equal amount of turns, and then whoever has the most points at the end of that, while satisfying the conclusion, wins.
I love Marvel Splendor.
Andrea, what's your 14?
Wingspan. It's one of the first medium weight games I ever played, and it has just gotten better with age for me. We've added a couple of the expansions. I still love that the habitat for the birds are authentic, because it was designed by someone who was an ornithologist, and what they eat is correct, where they nest, how many babies they have, all of that is correct. And so I think it's a wonderful game.
Oh, yeah. And it's really been able to bridge a lot of people into heavier games. It's gone over with lighter gamers than I would have thought. Number 13, Kemet. This is my favorite. I used to say this is my favorite Dudes on a Map game. This is designed by Jacques Barrault and Guillaume Montaigne. This is published by Madigo Games. It first came out in 2012. It's had a reprint, but it is, you take an Egyptian tribe. Everybody starts out with basically the same kind of setup. You have 8 dudes. You put them in one of 3. You split them into 3 districts on your city. And then you start with pyramids. You can either start with 3 pyramids at level 1s, or you can do a 2, a 1, and a 0, one off the map. The pyramids are how you buy these power tiles. The power tiles have not only abilities to help you fight, but also give you little monsters. And it's really cool to have a little, not a little, but a scorpion that's like 5 times the size of the other dudes, moving down the map and beating up your friends.
Yeah.
It is an aggressive game. If you're not attacking, you're not winning. That's my number 13, Kemet. Andrew, you're 13.
My number 13 is Telestrations. It's more of a fun party game. It's lightweight. It's like the old game Telephone, where you would tell your neighbor something and then it got passed to the end of the line and be something totally different. It's very much like that, except you're drawing things and guessing what the other person is trying to draw, and it's it can be very entertaining.
Oh yes. Number 12. My number 12 is Airlines Europe. This is designed by Alan R. Moon, the same person that designed Ticket to Ride. This is published by Rio Grande Games and released in 2011. This is a stock market game. You're taking airplanes, you're buying routes for them and expanding their companies worldwide, and then you're investing in stocks in those companies. The stocks give you victory points each round. And at the end of the game, whoever has the most victory points wins.
Yeah.
Andrea, you're 12.
Well, number My number 12 is Seven Wonders Duel. It's different from the Seven Wonders in that, first of all, it's two-player, and it's all just cards. They're not trying to build any monuments or anything.
Well, the monuments are now big cards instead of that big board.
Right, exactly. And you're just trying to, it's almost a set collection, I guess, more so than what I consider just the regular Seven Wonders is. But it still has a lot of the same premise, a lot of the same artwork, a lot of the same type of cards. But I think one of the reasons for me that it ranks so highly on my list is that every time I play it, I win.
Yeah. I haven't been able to beat you.
It's true.
Which is bull.
It is wonderful.
Number 11. My number 11 is Bruges. This is designed by Stefan Feld, published by Z-Man Games in 2013. They just reprinted this in the Queen City series under Amsterdam. I've seen Amsterdam. I've seen the rules. I like my Bruges. Bruges is your building up the kind of like the medieval or Renaissance era city of Bruges.
Okay.
You're putting down buildings. You're recruiting people to come into your city. You're building the canals, and it's a Stefan Feld. It's points. You play a card. There's some points. You stave off some of the threats of the city. Points. You build a canal. Points. Points. At the end of the game, who has most points wins.
How weird.
I know. Andrew, you're number 11.
For me, it's a brand new game that we just bought. It just came out. It's called Ready, Set, Bet.
Yes.
It's horse racing, and the horses go by the number on the dice that you roll, and you get to bet as the horses are moving forward through the spaces. And it seems really simple, but man, it gets fun.
It gets people on their feet.
Yeah, we played it. It plays up to 9, and we were playing it at game night at Meta, and man, we were all just screaming, "Come on, number 6, no!" And it was
People
great.
that usually don't get it from the table were standing up, just anxious for the next die roll.
Exactly.
And we've played it with the app, and we played it where somebody runs the horses and rolls themselves, and I think both options are really fun.
Oh yeah, the app, the phone app is really it adds a lot to it. I really like it.
Brings us to number 10. My number 10 is Bonanza. I like Uwe Rosenberg's games. This is one of them. Uwe's games tend to be more of the, I would say, mid-weight Euros, like A Feast for Odin, Glass Road, Agricola, Le Havre. But honestly, when I can get people down to the table, I love teaching this game. I love playing this game. It's a negotiation game. At its heart, you have a hand of cards that are beans. You're bean farmers. You have 2 plots of land. Each plot can only house one type of bean. On your turn, you must plant the first card in your hand. You may plant the second. But then you flip over, once you've decided that, then you flip over the 2 cards for the offering, and you get to negotiate. You can always negotiate with the active player. All trades are final and must be planted. So it's one of those things where you're trying to hedge your bets, and like blue beans take quite a bit to get to your points, because when you harvest, X amount of beans can turn into a coin. If you harvest them too early, you get no coins. If you harvesting them too late just means you're not utilizing your fields enough.
You get mushy beans.
Mushy beans. I've taught this game so many times, and I've only had a couple people come out not happy, and that was more the group dynamic where they were just trading to one person, and I don't know if it was a kind of a tiff inside the group or what it was, but yeah, that's the only time. Otherwise, I love this game. I'll bring this out, especially if it's 5, 6, 7 players. I'll always bring this out, and that is Bonanza by Uwe Rosenberg. Andrew, your number 10?
My number 10 is My City. It's a... Well, when you buy it, there's 2 different ways you can play it. There's the over and over again, like any other board game, and there's also the legacy version, which is what we've been playing with some friends. And it comes with, stickers, and each round that you play it, what you're trying to do is different. First, you're trying to find gold, and then trying to build train tracks, and you're just trying to improve your city, and every city is going to end up a little bit different. It's got a bit of a Tetris aspect in that the pieces that you're filling in have that classic Tetris shape. So it's kind of got the puzzle element to it. So yeah, it's been really entertaining for us.
Yep. Number 9. My number 9 is Star Realms. So usually I would say I'm not a deck builder fan. I don't like Dominion. I don't care for Thunderstone. I don't care for a lot of them. But Star Realms is direct player conflict. I'm attacking you. You're attacking me. I want to whittle your health all the way down before you get to me. And then I've got the 4-player game and all that stuff. I don't know why this one hit and I liked it so much, but when I did, I got addicted to playing it with friends. And I play it online every once in a while with friends. But traditionally, I didn't like deck building games. This was the first one that said, you know what? Cool it. You open your mind a little bit more. And I've softened on it to where there's a few more deck builders I'll play and then, I'll like or tolerate. Oh, we'll go tolerate. But Star Realms is absolutely, it's in my top 10. Andrea, you're number 9.
My number 9 is Monikers. It's a party game. It's a lightweight game. But man, it's got some depth to it. And there's several different aspects to it. When you partner up, and it really helps if a person you're partnered with knows you and knows what you're trying to get across. You start out with trying to get them to guess a card, what a word or a person on a card, and the first round you can use several words, and then it gets whittled down to where sometimes you can only use one word, and then at the end round you could just what was it you were saying? You
Charades.
could use charades, or you could go take it a step farther and make it sock puppets, or
Well, that's the 4th round. So the base game is 3 rounds. The first round is unlimited guessing, but you cannot pass, or at least that's our house rule. Maybe it might be in the rules. Then the second round, you go through the same exact deck of cards, one word clue, one word clue, but you can pass. And the last round is charades, no words, minimal sounds. And then once you've gone 3 rounds, a lot of people have dubbed up their 4th round. Like Shut Up and Sit Down has given a couple. They even made an expansion for Monikers. Like heads behind a couch. You push your couch behind. You just mimic with your head. Sock puppets. We've done sock puppets. We did Under a Sheet once. We were at Geekway to the West 4 or 5 years ago at least. We took a tablecloth. It was probably a nasty tablecloth. We pulled it off, a brown tablecloth. Each person went under there. They did their motions, and it was one of the loudest room of laughter I've had in probably any time in gaming.
nice.
But sorry, that was your game.
Oh, that's fine. You can enjoy it too.
I do enjoy it. Number 8. My number 8 is Twilight Imperium 4th Edition. This is designed by Corey Konecka, Christian T. Peterson, and Dane Beltrami. Published by Fantasy Flight Games in 2017. This is the big space opera epic. You're taking an alien race. Mechatol Rex is the center system. It has fallen. The who is it? The race that was controlling Mechatol Rex, they have fallen. And all the other alien races are vying for control. So there are the Nalu, they're kind of like mermaid people with that little fin on their head. There's the Cha, they're big space turtles. There's the Emirates of Hakan, they're space trading cats. You take them, everybody has a little bit different powers. You can go around and just try and scoop up planets and take control. You can try and get technologies. But it's all revolved around, you have a reward board. And at the end of the round, you try and vie for rewards. The game ends once somebody hits 10 points, exactly. And the game stops and it's over, but man, this is streamlined to where I can get it in, well, I used to be able to get it in about 4 to 5 hours with 4-player game, 5 to 6 with a 6-player game. I bought the expansion for 8 players right before the shutdown. I haven't gotten it back to the table, and this used to be in my top 5, and I think because I haven't gotten to the table, it slipped a little bit.
Understood.
Andrea, your number 8?
Mine's a shorter game than yours. Mine's Cascadia.
Slightly shorter?
A little bit. Not quite as
45 minutes instead of 4 to 5 hours?
Yeah, exactly. It's you've got these little hexagons that are animals, and every round you get to choose an animal and a habitat tile, and you are building a small habitat, and the way you get points is to look at the point cards, and they're different each time you play. They can be your bears in pairs gets you points, or elks in a herd of 3 to 5 gets you points. And every time you play, it's different, and it's really interesting because you don't always get exactly what you need, but you got to try and find a way to make it work. And I enjoy any game that has to do with animals or wildlife. And this is, it's a family weight game, I would say. What would you say?
Yeah, it's family weight, absolutely. There for a while, it was our go-to gateway.
Yeah.
I think not only us, but like 2 or 3 other people picked it up too. And we played it enough to where I've backed off. I'm not tired of it, but I could kind of see where it was starting to burn in the group. And anytime we've got a gateway that we really like and I feel like it's starting to burn, I pull it back a little bit. I hate to burn out a gateway that I love.
Right.
Because I feel like that's what happened to Azul the first time. We played so much Azul that we did tournaments and we had teach events and we took it everywhere. And once I got to like 30 plays of Azul, I was like, I'm done. I don't want any more Azul.
Yeah.
And then I played the Queen or the Summer Pavilion, and it was okay. We played Queen's Garden, and I was like, "Oh, this is great."
Yeah.
And then we picked up Azul again, picked it back up after I called it a long time ago, and it's back to a game that I enjoy. I don't begrudge it anymore.
Yeah. And every time we have had new people come into the group and we pull out Cascadia and they have not played it, they've all enjoyed it.
Yes.
Their first play. So I highly recommend it.
Well, those are our next 7, our 8 through 14 games. We appreciate you listening, and we will see you in the next official 417 Gamers. But until then, we'll see you later. Bye.
Goodbye.
So where can you follow more from the 417 Gamers? We have an Instagram at 417Gamers, or go to our Facebook page at facebook.com/417Gamers. And if you're in the 417 area code and would like to game with us, hit the join button and we'll join you up with the 417 Gamer group. Now on to the next segment. Okay, so we're doing this as a bonus to our our 1 episode or 0 episode for the 417 Gamercast. Andrea's a little bit newer to gaming than myself. She is currently sitting at, how many games do we say?
It was 200 and something.
You have 227 unique games you've played. You have 569 recorded plays on my app. That's using the BG Stats app. We are going into Pub Meeple ahead of us doing the 0 episode to get our top 7 games. Because the idea for the 417 Gamer podcast, as we're getting into it, the first segment is 4 things we've been enjoying. The 1 is the topic of the week, whatever we want to talk about. And then the 7 is our favorite 7 of a given category. So the first episode, so people get to know kind of our tastes, we'll tackle our favorite 7 games, period. So as a bonus, we are, I want to say about 30 or 40 ranks into Pub Meeple. Andrea's getting her choice of 2 games, and some are easier to choose than others. And so we'll just dive right into it. Andrea, take it to Ryder Jaipur.
Well, first, I think people who don't know what Pub Meeple is, you plug in all your favorite games, which we started me at about, 50?
58 games, yeah.
Okay, my top 58. We're trying to whittle those down to my top 7. And in order to do that, Rick has this, it's like an app that it gives you 2 at a time, and you have to choose between those, and it'll eventually whittle you down to your top 7.
Yep, pubmeeple.com /ranking engine. You can link it to multiple things. We're using it for board games, but they also show you links to like different movie websites. So you can, if you want to rank your favorite movies or books or beers or whatever you want to, or you can just import whatever list you want to. If you want to do your favorite restaurants around town, you could rank those. But basically, it just throws up 2 choices at a time, and the choices keep on coming at you until you get a formulated list. So, like I said, we're about, I want to say 30 to 40 answers in so far. But we're looking at Jaipur versus Ticket to Ride, the original Ticket to Ride.
A Ticket to Ride.
Okay. Welcome to the Flip and Fill versus Istanbul.
Istanbul.
Okay. Point Salad versus Agricola, all creatures big and small.
Agricola.
Cascadia versus Arboretum.
Cascadia.
Dinner in Paris versus Arboretum.
Ooh. Arboretum.
Okay. Telestrations versus Arc Nova.
Oh my gosh. Those are 2 really good ones, and I don't want Telestrations to get left out, but Arc Nova is my choice.
Yeah, that's been a hot game right now. Unmatched Jurassic Park versus Telestrations.
Telestrations.
Okay. Tiny Towns versus Jurassic Park. Unmatched.
Ooh. Tiny Towns.
Seven Wonders Duel versus Dogs of War.
Ooh, that's a hard... Seven Wonders Duel.
Broom Service versus Dogs of War.
Oh, gosh. Dogs of War.
Okay. Dogs of War is the game by Cool Mini or Not, where you have little busts, and you're basically playing 3 games of tug of war, where you're being contracted fighting for the houses that fight every year.
It's very Game of Thrones to me.
Yeah. Because then you can turn around and just betray the people
Yeah.
you were aligning with in one battle for another. Azul Queen's Garden versus Wits End Wagers.
Ooh, Azul's Queen's Garden.
Okay. Waggle Dance versus Wits End Wagers.
Man, Wits and Wagers.
Codenames versus Waggle Dance.
Codenames.
Okay. Concordia versus Joking Hazard.
Woohoo. Okay, Concordia, but Concordia.
Okay. Trails of Tucana versus Joking Hazard.
Joking Hazard.
Terraforming Mars versus Cards Against Humanity.
Oh my god, those are... I feel like it's really hard for me to decide between those 2. It depends on who I'm playing with.
I know. You're a big experienced person.
Yeah, who I'm playing with makes a huge difference on my game choice.
Oh, yeah.
But for right now, I'm going to go with Terraforming Mars.
Yep. Alhambra versus Cards Against Humanity.
Then Cards Against Humanity.
Marvel Remix versus Alhambra.
Ooh. I've been enjoying Marvel Remix.
Yeah. My City versus Unmatched Engine versus Raptors.
Oh my gosh. My City, because of who we've been playing with. It's been a real fun...
Yeah, My City flies under the radar, and I don't hear hardly anybody talk about it. But for a little tile laying game, and pretty quick, I haven't heard anybody... I guess maybe it's over too quick for people to bitch about it. But I've never heard anybody displeased with their play of it.
And we've been playing the Legacy version.
Oh yeah, that's My City. I'm thinking of Cloud City. My City. Well, My City. Yeah, the Legacy we played with Alan and Sarah. That's been a great one too.
Yeah.
But I still haven't heard anybody bitch about that, and it kind of came and went. So My City, that one. Wingspan versus Engine and Raptors. Unmatched.
Oh, well then Wingspan.
Yeah. Pandemic versus New York Zoo.
Pandemic.
Dice Flick versus New York Zoo.
Ooh, I really enjoyed Dice Flick, but I like New York Zoo better.
Savannah Park versus Dice Flick.
There I'd have to go Dice Flick. I thought that was really fun.
It's fun, and I got you into where you like your dexterity games.
Yeah.
Pulled you down that rabbit hole, and now you played Pitch Car and Crokinole, and...
Yeah.
Monikers versus Splendor Marvel.
Ooh, listen, I love Splendor Marvel, and I would play it over and over again, and sometimes you're like, we can play anything except Splendor Marvel. And I'm like, but I want to play Splendor Marvel.
Yeah. So is that your pick?
It is.
Gotcha. Telestrations versus Ticket to Ride San Francisco.
Ooh, Telestrations.
Azul versus Ticket to Ride San Francisco.
Oh gosh.
Original Azul. Eventually, I'll get you to play the other two.
Azul.
Just One versus Patchwork.
Patchwork.
Ticket to Ride London versus Whirling Witchcraft.
Ticket to Ride London. Oh, and that is because I'm biased for London things because of my Harry Potter fandom.
And your Doctor Who fandom.
Yes, so I'm very much biased.
Ticket to Ride New York or Whirling Witchcraft?
Then I'd go Whirling Witchcraft.
Gotcha. Regular Werewolf or Ultimate Werewolf or Ticket to Ride New York?
Oh, Werewolf.
5 Crowns or Between Two Cities?
5 Crowns.
Codenames Harry Potter or Between Two Cities?
Ooh, Harry Potter.
Viticulture or Grand Austria Hotel?
Viticulture.
Quacks of Quedlinburg or Grand Austria Hotel?
Oh, Quacks. Because you're making potions.
Yeah. Ticket to Ride Original or Trogdor?
Oh, I'm going Trogdor. I really enjoyed that game.
I know you did. You like your dragons. Terraforming Mars Ares Expedition or the original Ticket to Ride?
Okay, the original's Ticket to Ride just because I don't like Ares Expedition because they mess with my Terraforming Mars.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I ended up liking that one a lot more than you did.
Yeah.
Jaipur versus Terraforming Mars Ares Expedition.
Gosh. Jaipur.
Agricola All Creatures Big and Small or Istanbul?
Agricola.
Point Salad versus Istanbul.
Then I gotta go Istanbul.
Welcome to or Point Salad?
Wow. I like Welcome to.
Ark Nova or Cascadia?
Oh, 2 animal games. That's hard, but I like Ark Nova better.
Telestrations or Cascadia?
Then I go Cascadia.
Arboretum or Telestrations?
Then I go Telestrations.
Tiny Towns or Arboretum?
Ooh. Arboretum. It's quick and fun.
Dinner in Paris or Tiny Towns?
Tiny Towns.
Unmatched Jurassic Park versus Dinner in Paris?
Jurassic Park because it's fun to be a dinosaur.
Yeah, you got to be the T-Rex.
I did, and I kicked ass.
No, actually, I was T-Rex. Well, we did. I think we did both plays.
Yeah, I won both times.
Yes, you did. With the T-Rex, I couldn't get her swung around to come back after you.
Yeah.
Azul Queen's Garden or Seven Wonders Duel?
Ooh, that's a tough one because I've never lost Seven Wonders Duel, but
Yeah.
I like Queen's Garden better.
Right on. Wits and Wagers or Seven Wonders Duel?
Then we'll go Seven Wonders Duel.
Dogs of War or Wits and Wagers?
Wits and Wagers.
Codenames or Dogs of War?
Ooh, Dogs of War.
Broom Service or Codenames?
Oh, gosh. Codenames.
Waggle Dance or Broom Service?
Okay, Waggle Dance. And I know that is not a really popular game, but it's bees and it's making honey and it's fun.
Yeah, it is fun. Terraforming Mars or Concordia?
Terraforming Mars.
Cards Against Humanity or Concordia?
Cards Against Humanity, and I know a bunch of board game fans out there just groaned at me. But it's fun.
I know you. Like I said, you're an experienced person first.
Yeah.
Then your theme, and then your gameplay. Not that gameplay is not important to you.
Right.
But who you're playing with, and the experience you have with the people you have around you is way more important than other stuff. You could have a lackluster game and have an amazing time and look fondly upon that game, whereas I'm snooty. I've been playing games long enough to where if I see a game that I don't care for mechanically, you walk around and walk away from it. We'll both have a good time. You'll be like, oh, that was a good game. And I'll tell you, I'm good. Marvel Remix or Concordia?
Concordia there.
Joking Hazard or Marvel Remix?
Ooh, Marvel Remix.
Alhambra or Joking Hazard?
You know what? I'm going to go Alhambra.
Okay. Pandemic or My City?
Oh my gosh. My City.
Okay. Wingspan or Pandemic?
Ooh, now we're getting down to nitty gritty, aren't we?
We're about halfway through.
Wingspan.
You got some even rougher choices ahead. Pandemic versus Raptors Unmatched.
Pandemic there.
New York Zoo versus Raptors.
Raptors.
Cloud City versus New York Zoo.
New York Zoo.
Dice Flick versus Cloud City.
Ooh, Dice Flick.
Savannah Park versus Cloud City.
Cloud City.
Splendor Marvel versus Telestrations.
Splendor Marvel.
Monikers versus Telestrations.
Oh. Monikers.
Ready, Set, Bet or Telestrations.
Ready, Set, Bet.
Ticket to Ride London or Patchwork.
Oh, Patchwork.
Just One or Ticket to Ride London.
Ticket to Ride London.
Whirling Witchcraft or Just One.
Just One.
The Crew or Whirling Witchcraft.
Whirling Witchcraft.
Werewolf or The Crew.
Werewolf.
Ticket to Ride New York or The Crew.
Ticket to Ride New York.
Viticulture or Five Crowns.
Oh my gosh, those are two completely opposite games.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow. 5 Crowns.
Codenames Harry Potter or Viticulture.
Viticulture.
Quaxaquedlinburg or Harry Potter.
Oh. Quacks is a better game.
Grand Austria Hotel or Codenames Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Between Two Cities or Grand Austria Hotel.
Grand Austria Hotel.
One Night Werewolf or Between Two Cities.
Werewolf.
Agricola, All Creatures Big and Small or Trogdor.
Agricola.
Istanbul or Trogdor.
Trogdor.
Ticket to Ride or Istanbul.
Istanbul.
Welcome to or Ticket to Ride.
Welcome to.
Point Salad or Ticket to Ride.
Ticket to Ride.
Jaipur or Point Salad.
Point Salad.
Azul Queen's Garden or Arc Nova.
Oh, wow. Arc Nova, but barely.
Cascadia or Azul Queen's Garden.
Queen's Garden.
Seven Wonders Duel or Cascadia.
Cascadia, but barely.
Telestrations or Seven Wonders Duel.
Oh. Seven Wonders Duel.
Wits and Wagers or Telestrations.
Telestrations.
Arboretum or Wits and Wagers.
Wits and Wagers.
Dogs of War or Arboretum.
Arboretum.
Tiny Towns or Dogs of War.
Dogs of War.
Codenames or Tiny Towns.
Codenames.
Waggle Dance or Tiny Towns.
Waggle Dance.
Broom Service or Tiny Towns.
Broom Service.
Tiny Towns is tumbling.
It is. But I like it.
I know you do.
But somebody's got to go.
Somebody do have to go. My City or Terraforming Mars.
Ouch. Terraforming Mars.
Cards Against Humanity or My City.
Okay. Cards Against Humanity. And I'm sorry, board gamers, but I have had some amazing, wonderful nights just playing Cards Against Humanity.
I know. Concordia or My City.
My City.
Wingspan or Concordia.
Wingspan.
Pandemic or Concordia.
Concordia.
Really?
I don't like dying in Pandemic.
Yeah, that tension at the end gets you. Marvel Remix or Pandemic.
Oh, but Pandemic is a better game.
Unmatched Raptors versus Marvel Remix.
Ooh, that's a tough one. Unmatched Raptors. It's unmatched.
New York Zoo versus Marvel Remix.
New York Zoo.
Dice Flick versus Marvel Remix.
Ooh. Dice Flick.
Cloud City versus Marvel Remix.
Marvel Remix.
Cloud City and Alhambra.
Alhambra.
Cloud City and Joking Hazard.
Cloud City's a better game.
Savannah Park and Joking Hazard.
Ooh, Savannah Park.
Patchwork and Splendor Marvel.
Splendor Marvel.
Monikers and Patchwork.
Patchwork.
Ticket to Ride London and Monikers.
Monikers.
Ready, Set, Bet and Ticket to Ride London.
Ooh, Ready, Set, Bet's more fun.
And it's our hot new game, too.
Yeah.
Which, I meto if we do this, like, yearly, this is going to skew... we'll see how things kind of shape up and move.
Right.
It'd be kind of interesting to track. Ticket to Ride London versus Telestrations.
Telestrations.
Ticket to Ride London versus Azul.
Azul.
London versus San Francisco of the Ticket to Rides.
London.
Just one and Ticket to Ride San Francisco.
Just one.
Whirling Witchcraft and San Francisco.
Whirling Witchcraft.
Werewolf and Ticket to Ride San Francisco.
Ooh, Werewolf's a good time.
Werewolf's a great time. And we have... The thing with Werewolf is we have some people in our group that can run it and moderate it. Werewolf is a social game, and it can be made or broken by the people running it.
It's true.
Catherine in our group is fantastic at running it. Vaughn's ran it a couple times. I've ran a few games. I'm okay at it. I just don't track as well as... Catherine really kind of keeps everything pretty well. But,
Yeah.
Ticket to Ride New York or Frisco?
Oh, wow. San Francisco.
New York or Unusual Suspects?
Unusual Suspects.
Agricola All Creatures Big and Small or 5 Crowns?
Ouch. Hard choice. Agricola.
Yep. Trogdor or 5 Crowns?
Ooh, 5 crowns.
Trogdor or Viticulture?
Viticulture.
Quacks of Quedlinburg or Trogdor?
Oh, Quacks.
Code Names Harry Potter or Trogdor?
Oh, ouch. Harry Potter.
Grand Austria Hotel or Trogdor?
Their Trogdor wins. I know, someone groaned just now. I could hear it.
You're fine. There's going to be people out there that are more thematic and experiential gamers than...
Yeah.
Yes, we play a lot of people in our group that are very much, mechanics people like I am. But, yeah. Istanbul versus Grand Austria Hotel.
Istanbul.
Welcome to or Grand Austria Hotel.
Welcome to.
Ticket to Ride Original or Grand Austria Hotel.
Grand Austria Hotel.
One Night Werewolf versus Ticket to Ride.
Werewolf.
Between Two Cities or Ticket to Ride.
There I give it to Ticket to Ride.
Point Salad and Between Two Cities.
Point Salad.
Jaipur Between Two Cities.
Jaipur.
Terraforming Mars Ares Expedition or Between Two Cities.
Gosh. Between Two Cities.
Terraforming Mars or Ark Nova.
This better be my 1 and 2. But Ark Nova.
Terraforming Mars or Azul Queen's Garden.
Okay, my 1, 2, 3. Terraforming Mars.
Cards Against Humanity or Azul Queen's Garden.
Okay, my 1, 2, 3, 4. Queen's Garden.
Cards Against Humanity or Cascadia.
Cards Against Humanity.
My City or Cascadia.
Cascadia.
My City or Seven Wonders Duel.
My City.
Wingspan or Seven Wonders Duel.
Seven Wonders Duel.
Wingspan or Telestrations.
Oh, it's so close for me. I'm going to go Wingspan. We're getting down to nitty gritty now.
getting there, yeah. Concordia Telestrations.
Telestrations.
Concordia Wits and Wagers.
Wits and Wagers.
Concordia and Arboretum.
Concordia.
Pandemic and Arboretum.
Ouch. Pandemic.
Unmatched Engine versus Raptors or Arboretum.
Arboretum.
Unmatched Raptors versus Dogs of War.
Oh, Dogs of War.
Codenames and Unmatched Raptors.
Unmatched.
New York Zoo and Codenames.
Codenames.
New York Zoo and Waggle Dance.
Waggle Dance.
New York Zoo and Broom Service.
Broom Service.
New York Zoo and Tiny Towns.
Ooh. New York Zoo.
Dice Flick and Tiny Towns.
Dice Flick.
Marvel Remix and Tiny Towns.
Oh, there I'll go Tiny Towns.
So this is a little sample of the Pub Meeple stuff. Like I said, pubmeeple.com, and look at the ranking engine. You'll sign up for a little account, give your email and all that stuff, and you're able to not just sort through board games, but you can sort through beer selections, movies, video games, whatever you want to sort and sort your list. It's great if you're doing a little podcast like we're doing and trying to figure out your favorite, especially if you've got a big list, because I'm over 3,000 different games I've played. I'm not throwing them all in there. I'll throw in probably the top 300 or 400 games that I think that should be in there, and I'll go through mine too.
Woo!
Yeah.
I'm thinking 50's taking long enough.
50 is taking long enough, but I kind of want to see what my top 100 shakes out to be.
Okay.
And we might post that in the... if we do it, we might do a separate Facebook page for this podcast.
All right. Yeah.
Kind of post yours and post mine. We'll see where we're at.
Yeah.
We'll do the rest of these, and we'll cut it off at your 50. I'll go on my 100. And, the way we're playing games, the way we're going to conventions and stuff, you're going to be probably easily doing a top 100 next year.
Okay.
And we'll track to see what things go up and down.
Challenge accepted.
All right. So this is just a bonus. Listen to us jabber on as we rank stuff, but we already gone about 25 minutes into this stuff.
Oh.
I know. It takes a little bit, but...
It does.
I don't want to...
We should have started off with my top 25 and whittled it down to 7.
Yeah, but I don't want to spoil it. I mean, we kind of have a good idea of what your top 7 or 8 are going to be.
Yeah.
But at the same time, one thing I do after I get this list out, if something just feels wrong, I adjust it.
Right.
Maybe I clicked the wrong thing when I answered, or when I answered it, it segmented it. And if I was putting... Because it puts the 2 games up. And on a knee-jerk reaction, those specific 2 games, I might pick A over B.
Yeah.
But when I look at B versus A through Z, I might pick B over the majority of those.
Yeah.
But, well, like I said, this was a bonus. Thanks for listening. We'll catch you on the next podcast. Thanks for listening to the 417 Gamer Podcast. Goodbye.
Hey, wait.
What?
When are we going to get to my top 7?
Well, that'll actually be in the episode itself.
Okay. Well, if you want to know what my top 7 are, and I want to know what my top 7 are, listen to the podcast.
Yeah. Listen to... I don't know if it's going to be our 0 or our number 1. Let's call our number 1. The first podcast.
I'm number 1. I'm number 1.
Goodbye.
The 417 Gamer Podcast is recorded and produced by Rick Bagwell and Andrea Smith. Our intro music, Kind, Gentle, Beautiful Person, and our outro music, Making Up for Lost Time, is by Origami Replica. For links and show notes, head over to the Facebook page currently hosting our podcast at Banana Podcast, or we're on YouTube. Like, share, and subscribe to the 417 Gamer Group Podcast. We hope to see you back for the 3rd official episode of the 417 Gamer Podcast, where we talk about giving games in your nerddom heading into the Christmas season, and our top 7 family weight games. Until then, good gaming from the 417.